Hey, I'm making this video to because a while ago I made a video that where I had the screen in 4:3 like this, and I was showing off a Mega Man X collection. I was showing off Mega Man X6 on it, and I was showing what interlace looks like on an HD TV because to try and try to make it look like how Neapolitan 64's how his interlace looked on his CRT. I was trying to make it look the same way on the HD TV so you could see a similar effect because I don't have a CRT TV. But in the video, if you notice something I never, or something when I was unplugging the HDMI cable, you might have noticed something that so you might have thought I was faking it when I wasn't. When I was trying to show that it was outputting through the composite and the HDMI at the same time. So let me show you this. So first off, so like you can see, I already have this TV set to 4:3. Let me just show you that. So here's the remote. I'm just going to show you that it says 4:3. Okay, I'm actually pushing the wrong button, I think. It should be this one, but oh, I just was aiming it wrong. But yeah, it's 4:3. That might be hard to see. Yeah, see 4:3. So you just push OK. So yeah, so that's on 4:3, and the AB receiver is also on 4:3, and I'll show you that real quickly. So so you see this new menu popping up. See if I go down to video. Alright, sometimes it's kind of hard too. And then it has wide mode, or I mean picture mode. I think it's picture. Oh no, wait. Okay, so not picture mode. Wide mode, the top one. Sorry, I was kind of jumping up and down because of the remote. But yeah, see, wide mode is on 4:3. So this is also in 4:3. But yeah, so now you've seen that both menus say 4:3, so both the TV and AB receiver have been set to that. So the next thing is I'm going to go ahead and show you where the HDMI cables go to, and then I'm going to set the PS3 to composite and to 4:3. So let's do that, because you guys might want to know where these cords are coming from, and so that way you can tell that I'm telling the truth about this. Because I mean, I made the video before, but you probably saw the other HDMI cable with a 1 attached to it, and probably thought that I had the other PS3 going as well, and I didn't. So I wanted to show that it'll still happen even without that. So here's the light. Let me show you where the HDMI cables are going and stuff like that. So we go down here. Here's this HDMI cable. And see, here's that one with the 1 next to it that we were talking about a minute ago, or a few minutes ago, or seconds ago. I don't know how long it was. But yeah. So you see this HDMI cable? This is a Nintendo, the HDMI cable that comes with the Nintendo Switch or the Nintendo Switch dock. And if you just follow this HDMI cable, see, this is a composite one up here. But if we keep on going, we go underneath, which is the HDMI cable still. We just keep on going and. See, still the same cable. And we keep on going. And it's kind of going underneath those cables. And then it goes up like this. It's going up on top of the PS4. And then, see, it goes right on over into the PS3 right here. See? So this one's going right into the PS3. This other cable, this one that's coming out of the PS3, this one is composite cables. So, yeah, it's composite and audio cable, I should say. So this is actually this is a PS3 component, or not component, composite. Yeah, composite. Like I said, so it's actually a PS2 composite cable that's coming out of it. So if you come out this one. Yeah, it's a PS2 composite cable coming out of the PS3, so you just come out of this one, and we just follow these cords. See, they're all together, kind of, because I haven't split them or nothing. So Yeah, so then they come on down here. Oh, it's all wrapped up on that, on all those cords. So yeah, so then it just kind of comes around and down over this way. See, so then we just keep on going with the cord, and this is hard to show off. And then it comes on over here, and then it comes on over this way. Oh, I dropped it. So yeah, it's coming on. It's still this one, and it comes on over this way, and then it goes around in a circle like this. Sorry, my hand kind of went off the phone. And then it comes on over here, and then see it kind of splits down here near the end though. And then it has the composite and audio cables. They're right here. See, here's the composite input, audio input. Okay. So I'm going to try to aim back there and see if I can show you that those are monitor input. So I'm going to unplug the composite output, or the monitor output, for just a minute, so that way you can see this. Oh, it's still hard to see. Okay, what if we diminish the light? Okay, so this might be hard to tell things. Just give me a little bit to try and get over here. So if I unplug this, and just kind of go down here, these are composite input. See, it says PC. See, I would put into the piece to this input that says PC on the AB receiver, and then see composites up there, and then there's the audio. Yeah, so those are the input. It might be, yeah. See, it has audio in down there, and if I'm not sure if there's anything that says the composite input there. At least it's kind of hard to see. But I thought there was something that said that was composite input. Maybe it doesn't say. I guess it doesn't say this the input, but this is composite input because we just took out the monitor output. See. So yeah, this one's the composite input. Here, I'm going to leave this unplugged for a minute. Well, I swapped the PS3 to composite, and you'll see that it won't show up on the TV if I remember right. At least it shouldn't, because we unplugged the. Well, actually, it might show up on the HDMI output. Actually, okay, never mind. So yeah. So anyways, So we unplugged the monitor output for this. This is the composite input right here for the PS3. So I'm just gonna put this back into the monitor output. Okay. Because you can see it says monitor out down there for this top composite cable. So yeah, and the top composite cable that says monitor out, it just comes right out and goes straight on up over. It comes out and goes straight on up and over and up and up and up. As you can see, there's my hand. And it goes into the TV over here. And then as for these HDMI cables, we already know that this one's coming from that PS3. That's up right there, the one with the sticker. Not sure if you can see that. On the sticker, this is Turtle Beach. Okay. And then this right here, this HDMI cable, if you look on it, it says out main. It has ARC on it. So yeah, so this has audio return channel. That's what ARC usually stands for on things like this. So I'm not sure if you can see it well enough or not. Sorry, I know it's like kind of jumpy, but yeah. So that says ARC. Let me try to turn it like maybe this way. This might make it easier to see it. Yeah, ARC main out. That's weird that it doesn't say HDMI on it, because that is an HDMI cable. But I mean, this one. So yeah, so this out ARC comes out of here, and it goes up and 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 up, and it goes right on over here into the TV. So that's the bottom, this bottom HDMI cable. So we go ahead and we just kind of try to aim that back there if we can. Not sure if it says HDMI over there or not, but yeah, that's where it is. Not sure which input that one is. It's like really hard to see, but yeah, it's like going into that bottom one. So yeah, that's an HDMI input right there. So yeah, so see, it's coming out of the AV receiver and going into the TV. This HDMI cable right here. This one's coming out of this one on the other hand is coming out of the PS3 and going into the AV receiver. And it's coming out of the AV receiver and going into the TV. This composite is coming out of the AV receiver and going into the TV. The one underneath it, this secondary one that's to the plugged, it comes out of the PS3 and goes into the AV receiver. This one underneath, this top one, this composite cable, that middle finger is touching. Yeah, that one's actually coming out of the PS3 over here. It's these cables, and then it's going into the AV receiver. So yeah, so now I'm going to switch it to composite on the PS3. Right now we're on the HDMI input. Here, let me show you that. Oh wow, this is hard to see. Let me see if I can make this easier to see. HDMI 2 to be precise. So yeah, sometimes it doesn't go off immediately, but yeah, HDMI 2. So yeah, so now you've seen that. So next I'm going to switch this to composite input, so the screen will go blank. And I'm going to switch and right now the AV receiver is on, oh, this is hard to see. On BD-DVD input, which is with the input that the PS3 is going into the AV receiver for its HDMI. So that's what the PS3's input is doing right now. So I'm going to change this to composite, which is going to make the screen go blank. So I'm going to have to change the AV receiver's input to the composite input as well, because the HDMI input won't display on the HDMI input on the TV once I do this. So, at least not right away anyway. So first we're going to go to display settings. This is hard to see. I'm not sure if you can see that, but yeah, it says display settings. Okay, and go into that. Then if you notice, this says that right now it says video output settings, adjust video output settings for the system, current output resolution 1080p. So yes, this is doing HDMI right now, or HD video, or it's doing HDMI in other words. So I'm going to press X on it. Yeah, see it has HDMI highlighted by default up there. If I go right, it's not going to. Like I can change like the input to like all the way down to 480p, but these are all HD inputs. But if I go ahead, but I'm going to go ahead and change it to composite instead, which is a little bit further down. Composite S video. Now I'm going to go ahead and push to the right, and it's going to ask me. It's going to say press the X button. The screen will be displayed based on this setting. I'm trying to make it a little bit easier for you to see. Oh wow, this is hard to see. Press the X button. The screen will be displayed on this based on this setting. If the setting is not correct, the screen will go blank temporarily. Then after 30 seconds, the screen will go back to the previous screen. So once we change this, it's going to go blank. Then I'm going to change the input on the AV receiver to composite. And then that'll make it so we'll still have picture on the HDMI. So first I'm going to go ahead and choose change. It's going to give me 30 seconds to do this. So I went to change. See, it went blank. Now I'm just going to change the receiver's input, which would be this PC input. PC. Oh, it's hard. See, it says PS3 video. And, okay, now it's giving me 10 seconds to say yes to this. So I'm going to go over to yes and press X. Okay, now it gives me an option to choose on 16:9 or 4:3. Just trying to make it clearer so you guys can see it. Okay, so I'm going to choose 4:3 because we're doing composite. Or, well, this is still on the HDMI input, but the thing is we're going to be doing like the screen size that is set into 4:3 for all the others, for the TV and the AV receiver, so we might as well set the PS3 to that as well. So I'm going to choose 4:3. See, it went blank, and now it should come back on in a minute. See, it says press the X button to save settings list, connection type, composite S video, resolution, standard NTSC, TV type 4:3. And I'm going to turn off the light so you can see it says not connection type, connector type. My bad, it says connector type. But anyways, yeah, so I'm going to turn back on the light. Then I'm going to press X so that way it'll save the setting. And then you can just go to finish unless you want to change your audio output settings or anything. So I'm just going to go to finish. X button. Okay, so here we go. I did that. And remember, I'm still on the HDMI input. Oh, it's wrong button. Yeah, that one lets you change the screen size. But yeah, so I wanted to change not change, but show you that I'm on the HDMI input. So yeah, see HDMI 2. See, we're still on that, even though we switched to composite. But on the system settings for the PS3, but for the TV, we're still on the HDMI. So now we're just gonna wait for that. Or I guess I can push OK on it, and maybe it'll go through quicker. I don't know. Yeah. So yeah, it says HDMI 2. And it says HDMI 2 up there. So now we're on that. Now remember before, once I did this, I unplugged the HDMI cable. And you thought, and like I said, that's interesting. I wonder if the HDMI would go blank. Because like if I change the input right now to composite, so I'm going to change the input to composite, which is the video over here. See, it has composite video cable and audio cables. Video. It's hard to aim the remote right, but yeah, video. Yeah, see, so now we're on the composite video, and see it has display as well. So watch, I'll unplug the HDMI cable. And this time I'll also unplug the HDMI cable that says 1. So that way the only HDMI cable that's going to the TV is the HDMI output cable, which is this one. This one's the only one will be the only one going to the TV once I unplug the other two. So, which will make it so I still have picture, even though I'm going to unplug the HDMI cable from here. So let's see if I can aim at both, kind of. Well, it might be too hard to aim at both. But yeah, I'm going to unplug this one. And the one that says 1 way over here. So I'm going to unplug both of those. So first I want to unplug, this one actually. This one, and this one over here. Because this one's the HDMI output from the AV receiver to the TV. So I'm going to unplug this one. Well, I'll unplug them back here and then I'll aim the phone up because I can't aim at both. Thought I could. So I'm going to unplug this one. See, still picture. I unplugged this HDMI cable. The Nintendo Switch one, that's the output of the PS3 up there. And then I'm going to unplug the other one. The one that has a 1 on it. trying to aim at both, but... Okay, so I unplugged that one as well. And as we can see, there's still picture. And if we look back here, now the only HDMI is this HDMI output going into the TV. See, goes right into the TV. Okay, so yeah, so this time I unplugged both HDMI cables, one with the one on it, and the other one. Just to show you guys that I was telling the truth, because this one with the one on it goes to that other PS3 that's like down here on the floor way over here. And you guys might not have believed me that the output is showing to both outputs still. So, because see, there's the other PS3 I have down here. It's off right now. See, the lights are off. This PS3 with the sticker is the one that's on. As we go over here, you can... Oh man, this is so hard to get over here. Sorry, I'm trying to not fall over while trying to walk over here. But yeah. Oh man, this is horrible. Okay, yeah, see it has a green light. See that this PS3 is the one that's on. The one with the sticker. Has a green light. Oh, sorry. So yeah. So now we've seen that. See, both HDMI cables are still unplugged, and there's only the output going out, and the only input that's coming in is this one right here. This one right here. This composite input. That's the only thing going into it. This is a composite output. So, and it's just going straight to the TV. See, as we can see, it just kind of goes down here, and then this just kind of goes right on up, and then it goes into the TV's composite input, which is right over here. So, yeah, it's composite input right up there. Yeah, it's interesting because this composite input, see how it has how there's a red and blue down there? I'll show you a little bit later, but this composite input, yeah, like it can also do component input as well. But yeah, it does have composite input right now. If you use a component cable for a device, it actually will change that input cord on the screen that I'm about to show. Here, let me show you. Like if I go to source, see this part right here where it shows the composite, like it shows the yellow video cable right there. It'll actually be green if you use component cables on this TV, which is pretty cool. It actually changes, so it can do both, and it can tell the difference too. Right now it's just doing composite. So anyways, what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to go ahead and change this back to, see, watch, if I change the input back to the HDMI, we'll still get picture. It was HDMI 2 from before. So, look, it goes blank, and then just give it a minute, and there's the picture still. See? Pretty cool, huh? So, and like I said, I've unplugged the HDMI cables over here. See? They're all unplugged. And you saw me switch the system to, composite input. So I go to display settings. It'll still let me show that it says now that the video, it says adjust the video output settings for the system. Current output resolution 480i. So yes, it is now doing a composite input instead of the HDMI one. And we go to this, it'll show it defaulted highlighted on the composite S video now. Or before it had a default highlighted on the HDMI input, which is way near the top up here. And if I go on this composite S video, it'll let me go over about it going blank now. And I can change it to 16:9 if I want. So but I'm going to leave it in 4:3. I'm going to say yes, I want to cancel. So I don't need to change to anything. Well, I guess I can leave it there and do it composite. Well, yeah. So composite S video, 4:3. Yeah, see, so it just stays the way it is because it's still the same. We didn't change anything from the composite from the composite, so that's why it just stays like that. So they're both outputting the composite. So it's outputting the composite through this composite out and through this HDMI output. See, if I unplug this HDMI output, it actually will lose the picture because this is the output. So if so right now, let's just make sure we're on HDMI 2, just so that way I can. Oops, wrong button again. This just lets you change the aspect ratio. So yeah, again, I keep pushing the wrong buttons. It should be this one. Okay, so see HDMI 2. HDMI 2. So if I unplug that AB receiver HDMI output, it will actually lose the picture. See, if I unplug this, it will lose the picture. And see, then it goes blank. See? Blank. I'm going to plug this back in, which isn't the safest thing to do, but I'm going to be doing that. I'm just going to see right now there's no HDMI plugged into the output. So I'll just plug this right on back in. Picture should come back in a minute. So I plugged it back in. And it should come up there again in a minute. There it is. And see, I plugged back in the HDMI output cable. So, and that's the one that goes to the TV. So, and then if I switch to the composite, see, right now we still have picture. So I'm switching back to the composite. I'll push OK. Hopefully, man, I have to really aim downward to get that to work. Okay, so now we're on the composite input. We just saw it say video up there. So now, if I unplug this composite output cable, it'll start having picture. And there we go, no picture. See, that's the composite output cable. See, the other three are still plugged in. See, and I still have the HDMI output one going there too. So if I were to swap over right now, with this composite output cable disconnected, back to the HDMI, it'll still have picture. So let's do that. It's so hard to aim at this TV. The remote, I mean. So we go back to HDMI 2. And as you see, we still get a picture. And remember, we unplugged the composite output because the only output that's going out now is HDMI. See, but we still have composite input going in. And then we can plug this one back in. And then, but yeah, and if I unplug this one, it's going to go blank again. Blank. If I go back, then I can go back to the composite. And it'll have a picture again. See, there's picture again. And then I'm going to plug back in that HDMI cable that we just unplugged. It should be this one. Okay, I'm just going to plug that right back in there. Okay, I plugged it back in. Right now we have picture because we're still on composite. And once I swap over, we'll still have picture on the HDMI as well. So just give it a second, or a few seconds, and then there you go. So as we can see, they're both doing 480i, and they're both getting the output. So it's doing output to composite and HDMI at the same time. So that's what I'm saying. So see, I wasn't making it up. Because like I said, I've unplugged the other HDMI cables now. There aren't any ones plugged into it except for the output of the AB receiver. So, yeah, because I unplugged the other two. They're over here. So now, yeah. So isn't that interesting? So, there you go. And it should still show the weird interlaced effect that we saw before. If I go try Mega Man X Collection, so let me go get that game. Sorry, this is probably going to split into a second part because I noticed this phone likes to do that around about 30-something minutes. So, So, yeah. So why don't I just end the part here, and I'll put in Mega Man X, or, well, I'll just let it continue on to the next one, you'll see. I'm going to put in Mega Man X Collection. PlayStation 2. I know we've been seeing this game a lot, but I'm going to go put it in just to show it's still doing that interlaced thing. Brought on an HD TV. So that means I gotta switch it to HDMI input, I think, to show that. Make sure this is on HDMI. See, as I was on Composite last, we're gonna go to HDMI 2. Okay. Now I'm gonna put in the Mega Man X Collection PS2 game. So once again, we just kind of slide it in here. So there you go. I don't know if you can tell, but that was the sticker PS3. So I think this will just auto start, but I don't know if in this menu if it'll do it. I might have to go to it manually. Yeah, it's not starting on its own, so I'm gonna have to go to it, I guess. But it's probably because I'm in one of these weird menus over here. So if we go up to the top, down a little ways. Oh, PlayStation 2 format disc. See, it didn't start up automatically because we were in some of the menus from way over there in the system settings. So now I'm just going to press X on it and start it. Yeah, it'll do that little thing. Trying to start up. And it says PlayStation 2. So like I said, this is probably going to clip into a second part. But, oh no, do I need to... Oh, I guess I forgot. Does that even work? No, it won't. Yeah, I forgot you can't use the PS5 controller on this screen. So now I'm going to have to exit out of the game and everything. And I don't think this controller will connect either to do it, will it? I know we tried this once before and it didn't work. Yeah, so that's what happens. See, if this PS5 controller is player 1, when you go into this game, then the PS3 controller won't sync. And then you're kind of stuck here. So, yeah, so I'm going to just do a little reset on the PS3. You can reset the PS3. Just give me a second here. You can just reset it by lightly tapping it usually, but